Welcome back to Golf Simulator videos. We're back today with the Rapsodo MLM 2 Pro to show you guys a huge update. In my opinion, this is huge. These are a lot of things that people have been asking for. So if you're a current Rapsodo MLM 2 Pro user, or maybe somebody shopping for one, I think you're going to be interested to watch this video. We're going to go over the list and then show everything in action, so stay tuned because I think you'll be kind of interested in what I'm going to show you. Some pretty cool stuff. I will say that this is a beta, so I'm going to point out a couple things that I've already reported to the team. I'm sure they'll address those before the public release. Anything else you notice, feel free to comment below, suggestions, anything along those lines. And if you're shopping for Rapsodo MLM 2 Pro, make sure you check out my link in the comments and in the description. It helps support the channel. I appreciate that. And you can always email me for any wide range of golf simulator components. I have a lot of discount codes, things like that. I appreciate it, and it's always fun working with everybody. But let's go over this list really quick, then you'll see everything in action. So this is a major upgrade that includes new graphics for the range, target range, and courses for more realistic play, and that's combined with updated elevation for a more realistic course undulation, which is really cool. Now they do have this device-based graphics quality, which is interesting. So it actually assesses your device and tells you what you should use, but you can manually select two, and I've been messing around with that. I'll be interested to see what you guys think with what I'm going to show you. So this is an iPad Pro 11-inch. I mean, this is a newer chip, can run everything I need as of right now. But from what I'm noticing, maybe a little bit of frame loss, and I'm kind of pushing it on some things. So we'll show you that here in just a second. But here's a big one. Impact vision and shot vision can now be replayed not only in range and target, but on course. So many people asked for that, and it's such a cool feature. It's a bummer when you can't use it, and you can actually turn an auto replay on or off. I'll show you that as well. So they've introduced junior tees. I always love getting kids involved in the golf simulator, so I love that they did that. And then the ability to customize the color of your shot trace in the range, target range, and courses. A little small one, but some people like their own color, or thickness of their shot tracer. So it's cool that they have that as well. But let's just start off with what I have going on here. I'm out at the range. I put a 125-yard target down there. The first thing you're going to notice is the target's not circled. There's a pull pie missing out of it. I reported it right away. You'll see a little white line that's kind of in the sky, and I've reported that as well. So I will show you guys the first thing that I'm sure a lot of people are interested in, and that's this level of graphic quality. So if I go down to graphics and go to low, you are going to see a major change on the screen. But if you have an older iPad or phone, and that's what you need, it's available, which is great. Now you can go to medium. There's medium. You can go to high, and what you're going to really notice is that it's a lot of the detail and the amount of trees and everything that are there. That's what takes up a lot of GPU. And then it did say that I can run max because you can see that it said recommended there. So first thing I want to do is hit a shot at max. We'll show you kind of the smoothness of the graphics, show you the replay and everything. And we're going to jump out to the target range. We're going to jump out to a course, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and just hit a little quick 125-yard shot down there. That is going to be a little pushed. Hopefully it draws back a little. Not terrible. And you can see that part of that target is missing. So now what's cool is this comes up automatically. Watch this ball push to the right. Yeah, called that right out of the gate. And then I can actually go back and select impact vision and check that out. Now that does actually go away automatically if you don't go over here and hit shot vision. Now the one thing that I would kind of like to be able to do that I noticed is it always defaults to shot vision. It'd be cool if there was an additional setting where instead of going over and selecting shot vision, let's say you always wanted it to default to the shot vision. And then you could do that. That's kind of an ask I think I want to give those guys. So let's go ahead and just move on. There's a lot to show you guys. We're going to go ahead and leave this session. You know what we'll do real quick? Let's do the custom trace before I forget to show you. So if you want to change your color, it's there. All right. You can do thicknesses. See how it gets thinner and thicker. I like the middle. And I've just, the red's simple, and it has good contrast and everything. That's what I like. Now, you can turn the replay video off if you don't want it to show you the replay video. So something to understand that's available. But yeah, wouldn't that be cool as if it allowed you to prioritize which one it was going to show? I just think that would be cool because some people might want to see their swing. Some people might want to just see the impact. But let's go out to target range because that is updated as well. Net, Callaway, current elevation. But notice this, it actually says that my recommended is high. So the target range, don't get me wrong, has a lot of stuff going on. So even with an iPad Pro 11-inch, like I said, the 2020, 2021 model, and this has like I think an M1 in it or something, so it is an M series chip. They actually need, I might as well keep my pitching wedge. They need to run this lower setting. Now, notice the trees out in the distance. I mean, instantly, even at high, those things are like super 2D. So if I go back to my graphics quality, I can just show you low, I can show you medium, I can show you high, but they still don't have those full 3Ds in the background, which is a really nice experience. Now here's where it gets interesting. I'm going to leave it above their recommended setting at max, not high, and I'm going to hit a shot, and you guys tell me what you think. Of course, I picked a island down there. It wasn't terrible. Should be pretty good. It is downhill too. Oh man, not bad at all. So that's a pretty good experience in my opinion. And then you can also, oh, it looks like it miscalculated the timing on my swing. So that's actually the first time I've seen that. Let's go ahead and go back to, I'm sorry, I was replaying the shot trace. But let's look at that graphic quality too, because I can just replay it and you guys can look. I mean, yeah, there's maybe a little bit of stutter there, but nothing like crazy where I would be like, man, I can't use this setting. So I feel like that's might be something I point out. This does take a second to reset. I've already reported that as well. A little bit too long in my opinion sitting there. But let's go back. I'm sorry, I got to go replay, video replay. It did not get the actual swing timing correct, but it got the impact vision correct. So another thing we'll report, no big deal. But what I want to do is I want to go to graphics quality and I want to go to high and I want to show you guys what it looks like at high. You tell me if you think this is like a lot smoother, if you would pick this over max in my case, or if it was your case. Because personally, for all the trees in the background, I think you still get like a little, it is smoother. I mean, I have to admit, but it still has a little bit of stutter. And for some reason, my shot vision has decided to have some funky timing. That's okay, no big deal. I'll report that to them because it was working fine for me, so something changed. And it looks like impact vision is still working fine. So you guys tell me what you think. I think that that's interesting that, and you can also, do the zoom out. I've shown that in other videos. Let's go ahead and go out of here though. Let's go ahead and leave session. And I'm going to show you courses. And I don't know, it was doing this earlier. So here's what's interesting. I had Warwick Hills, my local course, downloaded. Oh, the MLM2 Pro battery's low. We'll get that charged up. Warwick Hills Golf and Country Club, Grand Blanc, Michigan. Perfect. I have shown hole number 17, which is a pretty famous hole out at Warwick from the Buick Open, and now they, play the Champions Tour out there, Ally Challenge. And I think it's a perfect opportunity because I know the course. I can tell you, what my thoughts are as far as, are things in the right place, the graphics quality, how it feels and everything. This is one other thing, though, that I need to point out to him because I had this course downloaded. Now it has to load, and maybe that's just because I'm recording the screen. It takes longer. So something else that we might want to point out, but let's go net, RPT, select hole. We obviously are running on a low battery. Notice it switches to recommended medium. So I'm going to show you what medium looks like. I'm going to hit on max because now we're out on the course and I'm not going to be able to just hit a bunch of shots, So, I mean, I could restart it if we wanted to. But I want to see what max looks like. And because this is obviously much more demanding. So you'll see right now a video preview in their recommended setting at medium. I did notice some reflection on the water when I first looked at this. That's something I need to report. Of course, it always wants you to start your session, make sure it's aligned and everything. But watch the difference between medium and max. Man, the contrast, the details of the trees. I will tell you that these trees are not even nearly as close on the real hole. So when you're mass producing courses and automating them and stuff, you're going to get some stuff like that. But overall, the look, especially with the updated elevation and everything, much better experience than what it was before. So it's cool to see those enhancements. I switched to an 8-iron. And of course I had a terrible shot. It's okay, because we'll be able to chip for you guys. I think. Get off the green. Get off the green. Beyond the fringe. All right. So that was, in my opinion, I mean, I can see the frame loss, don't get me wrong, but it's not terrible. I mean, I think I would play at the higher graphics quality. And of course, my shot vision's now working. So maybe it was just that session. Let's see if impact vision is correct. Yeah, impact vision is fine too. So maybe it was just that session where that flipped. I'm still going to report it. No big deal. I mean, we're testing out a beta, and that's why I disclosed it early on. I like how it tells you that you're 100% and everything on spin and power. I'm a fan of knowing what my shot result's going to be. I want to practice distances and everything. So we'll hit a little chip here and see how it is on max. I feel like the chipping overall on the MLM2 Pro, you know, as they've been advancing it, yeah, there's a little frame loss there. You guys tell me what you would do. Would you run the lower graphics quality, or would you deal with a little bit of frame loss? I think I would go with the graphics quality. I mean, I really do. And here's a little chip, working just fine. So there's a lot going on here. I want to hear what you guys think. Comment below, questions, you know, ideas, feedback, all that type of stuff. You know, this is kind of my first look. I've only had this just for a little bit. We're testing it out. You guys you're seeing it as we get to go out there and test it ourselves. So I love that they were able to share this, you know, with us, and we were able to share it with the public. So I appreciate that, Rapsodo. We have a lot of feedback for you, help you improve, you know, as we see things. So as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned. There'll be a lot more coming soon.